Hello and welcome to this Blender Beginners video tutorial. In this video tutorial I'm just going to be going over the differences between object mode and edit mode, and I'll give a brief description of what you do in each mode. Now, we have been using object mode for all the previous tutorials, but I'm just going to go into more depth about it, and then I'll also go and explain when you use edit mode and when to use object mode. Where we manipulate It's where we manipulate geometric shapes, the proportions of geometric shapes. So we manipulate its size, its rotation, and its position in 3D space. So now, object mode is used for positioning objects in a 3D scene. Now, that's great, but now, when an object is made up of one object, think of it, a mouse is made up of a scroll wheel, it's made up of a cover, a laser at the bottom, so it's made up of a lot of geometric shapes put together and manipulated. So to do that in object mode, you can't have 15 objects making one object. So I can't have a cube and then have a scroll wheel, like a torus as a scroll wheel, which is a tube, by the way. So I can't have that as a scroll wheel because I'm going to need to bend this cube, and in the end you're also going to be stuck with lots of objects, but they make up one object. So why do you have 15 objects representing one object? So that's where edit mode comes in. So let's go to edit mode. Okay, so we just covered object mode, so now we're going to cover edit mode. So edit mode, you change the shape of the object, while in object mode you change the proportion. So what I mean by shape is we can actually enter edit mode right now. So to enter edit mode, there's two ways to do this, sorry, not several. So you can go down here at the bottom of your 3D viewport, and you'll see this object mode box. You click that, you can go and set it to edit mode. Okay, and you can also switch back to object mode. Now you can also use the tab key to toggle. So if you're in object mode and you press tab, you'll toggle into edit mode, and vice versa. So you can just press the tab key to toggle in between the two modes. So let's begin. So when we change the shape of an object, let's change it into edit mode. When we change the shape of the object, what I mean is we're changing each of these points here. So we're actually changing that point. Okay, I want to actually make it a little taller, a pointier. So it's not a cube anymore. No, it's actually it's not a geometric primitive anymore. So this is how people will create, when you see like a mouse or a glass cup or anything that's created in 3D, it's very rare that you're going to use geometric primitives, which are these things such as the cube, the sphere, the cylinder, the cone. It's very rare that you're going to be using that to create these advanced models. I don't think you'll be able to do anything without edit mode. You have to go in and change it, and sure, you can create some abstract stuff with object mode, but the thing is, edit mode is used to change the the object shape. So now these points here, you don't have to worry about them. I'm going to cover them in a later tutorial, but so you can see, but you get the idea that in edit mode you're actually changing the shape of the object, while in object mode you're just changing its proportions, so you're making it wider, thinner. And in edit mode you can also go and add in shapes. So that was shift A, by the way. You can go and add in primitives. So if you have a mouse, so say you had a mouse and then you wanted to add in a scroll wheel. So say this cube is the ugliest mouse ever. go and add in a torus, and this is the weirdest looking scroll wheel ever. Okay, but you'll get the idea. So if you want a mouse, you'll create the mouse in edit mode, and I'm sure as you've noticed that all those grab, rotate, all of that works in edit mode. So you can also scale, can rotate, can grab it. So that all works in edit mode. So that's my weird looking mouse wheel with a scroll wheel and a cube. So now we have one object. So now it's so it makes more sense than having two separate objects, and I'll cover how I did that just now. It's going to be part of a later tutorial. So you have two separate objects. It makes no sense. So what you would do is you would join them, okay, and you'd make it one object. I will also cover that in a later tutorial. So that's it for objects in edit mode. I hope this helped you with your journey into Blender. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.